Hello, world. It's John Pinto, your roving realtor, bon vivant, video blogger, and I am here today with Eric Syren, all things HomeGuard, roof termite home inspection. A good day, Eric. How are you today?
Good day, John. Good to see you. I'm doing well.
Excellent. Rafael Betances, how's things in your world today?
Doing great today. Sunny day, clear skies. Can't ask for more.
That's right. Good air quality index, not too hot, not too cool. Everything is
hmm
beautiful. So, again, I was looking at your HomeGuard website on your fall checkup and noticed get your heating system checked. So, let's talk a little bit about that from a real estate standpoint and from a leasing standpoint. Every now and then, I'll get a call from somebody where they're forced air furnace, which is what we're dealing with most of the time, it
Right.
just stops operating for some reason. I'd like you to address that. But also, after the terrible air quality, let's talk about the importance of not only getting your heating system checked, but also the importance of your filters, what kind of filters you should use, how often you should change out your filters. Eric, Guru, I turn it over to you. Words to the wise.
Thank you, John. Very timely subject. Again, we're in fall. People are going to start using the furnace pretty soon. At least here in California, I haven't quite had to turn it on yet, but it's going to come soon. And you want to make sure that that's ready to go before you need to turn it on. Now is the time to get it checked. Have somebody come out. A lot of people don't know there are things that can be checked, that can be tuned up and lubricated inside the furnace itself to make sure it's working properly and efficiently. So have the guy come out. Most companies have, an $89 or something like that furnace tune up that they offer. Just come out and make sure that everything's working properly. The furnace is burning gas. It's natural gas it's burning. And so there's also safety concerns we want to make sure that are addressed. The flue is all intact. All those gases that you burn, you want to make sure they're going up and out through the roof where they belong. And most importantly, that the furnace actually comes on the first time you turn on that thermostat. You don't want to wait till it's 40 degrees outside and you realize you don't have any heat.
Enlighten us after this onslaught of terrible AQI, air quality index, where we had a lot of days, consecutive days in the 300s, maybe even
Yeah,
in the 400s.
right.
How hammered are the filters now? How important is it to change those filters? How often should those filters be changed? And what kind of filters should we be using in forced air furnaces?
Great questions. There's a multitude of filters that you can buy. There are 30-day filters. There are filters that will last for 6 months and somewhere anywhere in between that. I don't recommend the 30-day filters unless you maybe are an ex-military person and on the first of the month, you're guaranteed that you're going to get up there and you're going to change that filter or open the furnace door to change the filter. Um, you're right about the air quality being poor, especially here. And we're running the air conditioning. So you're sucking in air from outside and all that air is being sucked up through the furnace, through the filter and through all the duct work. You want to get rid of that old filter, get all those old smells and chemicals and everything that you've sucked up in there. The filter's doing its job. That's what it's supposed to do, but you want to make sure you get it changed out. Um, they have higher quality filters. 3M makes some filters in red or purple grades. Very low micron filtration filters you can get for people who have allergies or asthma. That's what I would recommend. Filters as much of those small particles out of the air and keeps them from being recirculated throughout the house.
So let's elevate everybody's awareness. If you take the epidemic that is ignoring changing your filters, how much of an impact, if you could put percentages on it, how much are you diminishing the efficiency of your forced air furnace if you've been typically neglectful of changing out the filter? And how much more are you expending on energy by having that dirty filter impede the efficiency of your forced air furnace?
Yeah, great point. I've seen anywhere between 25 to 35% loss of efficiency simply by leaving that old filter. I've actually done inspections where the house is 4 or 5 years old and it looks like that original filter is still up there. It's charcoal brown and black, and you're basically you're making the furnace and the air conditioner work a lot harder, and you're wasting money because now that it's working harder, it's having to run longer, it's having to run harder, and you're spending money every time you turn that furnace or that air conditioner on. So a simple thing to do is just change out that filter.
So I would imagine that you could probably, if you want to give them a physical metaphor, you can probably take 10 $100 bills, light your cigar with them.
Mhm.
Would that be about the right amount of money we're talking about?
Yeah, absolutely. And putting that wear and tear on the furnace, eventually these things will wear out. You want to try and prolong the life of that thing as long as you can, because it's going to be a very expensive proposition, obviously, to change that.
So let's talk about family health issues then. If you have people that are asthmatic, elderly, young, et cetera, we talk about outdoor AQI. You know, the last few days it's been 5, excellent.
Yeah.
The last couple of months it's been terrible, 400 plus. How about indoor AQI? How bad could it get? How good could it get, depending upon how you're handling your filter?
It could get bad. And typically, this is the time of year when people want to start opening the windows and the sliding glass door, because the air outside is nice as far as the temperature is concerned, but you still have that particulate matter in the air. Once it gets in the house, it's basically trapped and it's not going to get back out other than filtering it out when you're running that furnace or air conditioner. So those particles are going to affect people with asthma. There are also germs floating around inside those little particles of dirt and things like that. You want to get all that stuff out of the house, make your house clean and sanitary and a lot more safe for your family.
Words to the wise, Eric. Thank you very much. Rafael, if somebody wants to order a roof termite home inspection, and I will say that, you know, most people, for whatever reason, think the only time they should check out the components of their house is when they're buying or selling. But I think an argument could be made for anybody who owns a home to order those inspections. So, how do they get those ordered through you, Rafael?
Absolutely. You guys can either email me or text me, or you can call me. My direct cell phone line is 616-8762. That's 707-616-8762.
Very good. And are there any parting shots, words to the wise to homeowners you'd like to give, Eric, before we conclude this video?
Like I always fall back to, you pay a little bit of money now and change out the filter, or you pay a lot later and change out the furnace.
Excellent. Now, that's very helpful information. I appreciate it. And thank you for watching. And we will see you all on our next video.